morning, everyone.
Good morning, friends. If you want to introduce yourself in the chat, we would love to be able to say hi to you. So I'm going to introduce myself in the chat. You can say, if you want, write like your name, where you are viewing from, and we'd love to know ages too if you want to share that. I'll go ahead and say.
Can you say hi to all our friends this morning?
Hi.
There we go. Got my computer up high, so it's a little harder to type. This is great. Evie seems super excited.
You are jumping.
Hi there. Hi there, Ellie, and hi there, Miles. Give everybody maybe just another minute or so.
Are you jumping because you're so excited?
Hi there, Sarah and Hannah. Hi there, Alexa, and hi there, and Ty. Yeah, I think since it's kind of a quick program, let's go ahead and we'll get started. So welcome, my friends, to Little Lab. We are so happy to be with you today. Thank you for supporting us, pausing our programming yesterday in solidarity with Shutdown STEM and Strike for Black Lives. Here is a link in the chat if you want to learn more about those ongoing efforts. The outdoors belongs to everyone, and we have the task of learning to share it with all of our friends. Since we're all learning to be in the world together, it's important to be compassionate about everyone we share it with. It is never too late or early to learn. There are connections to be made everywhere, and we are going to demonstrate some of those today. I was wondering if Evie could tell us what we were doing today.
Hey, Evie, can you come tell everybody what we're doing today? Come on, come tell everybody what we're doing today.
We are doing.
Oh, you gotta wait. You gotta come over here and stand here. Good? Okay, what are we doing today?
We are doing some serious nature soup.
We are doing some serious nature soup. Oh, I love it. Are you very excited? Do you want to tell everybody? So today with our nature soup, for those of you that had a chance to go out and collect materials beforehand, you're gonna want to go ahead and have your water ready. So we have our big bucket of water right here that we got together. And then we went out and collected some things this morning. Do you want to maybe start typing in the, if you want to, you can type in the chat and tell us what you went and found this morning. If you haven't had a chance to do that yet, that's totally fine. You can follow along with this video later and do this activity.
With mushrooms.
Ooh, yeah, Evie's very excited. What did we find this morning?
We found a lot of mushrooms.
A lot of mushrooms, yeah.
We found a lot of mushrooms all the way over there.
All the way over there. Should we show them what's in our bucket?
Whoa. Look at all of that good stuff. That is amazing. As we were looking at some of our materials, it's always fun to see what we notice about them. So I wonder if we can pick up some of those things and feel them.
We think our float.
Ooh, yeah. So can you tell me first, what does the mushroom feel like to you?
It smells like smooth.
It feels smooth to you? Yeah? What about what is this?
This is a pine cone.
What does that feel like?
It smells like, you know what it is?
Ooh, does it feel prickly?
Prickly.
Yeah?
And we find you the acorn and it's it.
Yeah, what else? Let's see. Ooh, what about these? What are these?
These are flowers, so we find them in the garden. So we are finding some, and we finding our float.
Yeah, what color are they?
No.
What color is that?
Oh, it's
Can you hear me now?
It's purple. Yeah, now I can hear you now, Peregrine. Yeah.
That's perfect.
So, what's great about doing activities like this, going out and finding materials, is you can really kind of help your tiny scientists develop some fine and gross motor skills, like plucking and cutting the materials off of a lot of the plants.
And the leaves is blue.
That feel soft and furry. We found flowers, leaves, seashells, sand, bark. These are such good ingredients. We say that sometimes they feel hard and rough. I have some hard and rough rocks. I'm going to put them in here. I'm also going to add some water.
Oh, what does Peregrine have?
I don't know about you guys, but I love to pour, so I'm going to pour in with my water here.
That looks like a muffin that Peregrine put in her bowl. It kind of, maybe from the top, did Peregrine just put a rock in there?
That's a great connection. It does look like a muffin.
Yeah. Do you want to drop it in?
It floats.
Yeah. So another really great thing you can do is are we ready to start making our soup, Evie? Yeah, so hold on one second. Let's talk to our friends for a minute. So before we add our ingredients in, a really, really great activity you can do is make predictions on if things are going to start sinking or floating as you're putting in your ingredients, right?
And this is the thing that mix it all together.
Yep, when we get everything in, we get to mix it all together. Yeah. So Evie, do you want to pick something out? And what do we think it's going to do? What do you want to pick out?
Mushroom.
Do you think that mushroom's going to sink or is it going to float?
Float.
Oh, it floats. What else do you want to try? The flowers? What do you think? Sink or float?
Sink.
Oh, did they sink? No. What are they doing? Are they floating on the surface? Yeah, so they floated.
That's good information. It doesn't matter if we're right or wrong when we make our hypothesis or scientific guess, but it's always a good way to get our brains thinking scientifically. My rock sunk.
Ooh, what is Peregrine stuff doing?
Should I try these berries? Evie, do you think that they're going to sink or float?
You think they're going to sink? Let's see.
Let's try it out. I think they're going to sink too. Let's see. Oh, look at that.
They're floating.
They sunk for a second, but then they floated to the top. What good information to have. I have some
berries.
What
does the pinecone do?
It floats.
It floats too. Wow. Do we think we can find something that might sink? All of our stuff is floating right now, Peregrine. What do we think might sink in here, Evie? Do you want to pick something out do you want to put that in?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. What do you think might sink that we have?
A rock.
A rock? Is that going to sink?
It sinks.
Yay!
I'm going to add some sand to mine too to see what it does to my soup.
Oh, let's see. What is Peregrine adding to hers?
I'm going to add
pine cone.
Ooh, is she adding sand and dirt to hers? Do you want to try getting some for ours? You want to get it right there? There's some dirt right there we can use.
I'm also going to stir up my soup a little bit.
Got some dirt. What's it going to do?
It floats.
Ooh, it's really, well, it's sinking really slowly. It kind of looks like it's floating, but I think ours is actually sinking to the bottom.
We had a friend who tested a seashell, which sunk.
Oh, that's really cool.
So this activity can be aged up or down, right? If we're wanting to age it up, we can talk about all the different species of plants that we're using. I use these Nandina berries and Nandina leaves. I also have this rose. I can use those rose petals. I can also use some of my hydrangea flowers.
Yeah.
I'm going to add those. I'm going to pick those up and see.
It's going to sink or float?
Oh, I think it's going to sink.
It floats.
It floats. Oh, that's good to know.
Lemons float. That's so cool.
Let's try this leaf.
You want to try that leaf? What color is that?
It's green, so it's very fluffy.
It's green. It feels very fluffy. It feels very furry to us. Does that kind of tickle? Yeah. What do you think?
It floats.
It floats. What else do you want to add? You want to dump it in?
Yellow.
Ooh, what is that? What color is that? Can you show them?
It's yellow.
It's yellow. Yeah. So we should also say that you're going to find lots of great things for your nature soup in your yard that might look like things that you find at the grocery store, right? But that does not mean that we actually eat our nature soup. What's really great about this is it's amazing imagination play where you get to work with your communication skills, decision making.
This is red, red.
Yeah, that's a red mushroom, but we're not ever going to consume our nature soup at the end of this.
Yeah, I like imagining what they might taste like. I'm not really going to taste them, but I'm looking at this color, and it reminds me of like
It is yellow. That's a great one.
sweet.
I think I'd like to add some more blue flowers.
I want the
This one reminds me of a potato, so I'm going to add it and pretend it's my potato.
Yeah.
Excuse me. These are purple and these are yellow.
Yeah.
And we have this one in the dish.
You want to put them in? Another great thing is that this activity is a really good rainy day activity too. And you can do this with just items that you find in your house. So buttons, tiny plastic toys, anything that you want to think about as imagination play that you could make soup.
When you muffin.
Yeah? So we're making muffin soup?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything that you would like to use as a way to test and make predictions on sinking and floating and just talk about describing things with their textures and colors. This can easily be adapted to a lot of different scenarios if you don't have a natural space around you to find some of these materials. Ooh, there it is.
I can see that Max suggested, what happens if we pour some of our nature soup into something else? Well, there's a lot of ways to get this soup out of our container into a different one. But what do you think? Can I pick up my soup? Can I pick it up with my hands? I don't think that's going to work.
Stuff in here.
Yeah? You want to keep putting stuff in there?
I'm going to try using my turkey baster. This is something that I can squeeze, and it will suck up some of my soup. That's so interesting that it makes bubbles when I squeeze it. So I'm going to put it into my cup.
Soup. Do we have anything that we could do to start stirring or scooping our soup?
Maybe that stick.
Maybe this stick, is that a good thing to stir with? Oh yeah, that's a great way to stir our soup.
We need more stuff.
What if, so Peregrine, we have a ladle.
That's a perfect tool for serving soup. Let's see how it works.
Oh, nice work. Can you do it again? Oh, there's our pine cone.
Now we got yellow. Got this.
That yellow is such a wonderful bright color. I'm imagining that it has a wonderful bright taste too.
Yeah.
We got
perfect. Oh, I think this is full, don't you?
This is such a great question in the chat. Why is the water that I got out with the baster clear and not muddy? That is such a good question. I'm going to do it again so that you can see what I have here. And maybe we can see there's a few little pieces, right? There's a little bit of sand that sinks to the bottom. A lot of this muddiness, it was originally on the top and then it all sank to the bottom. And all of my water is pretty clear.
Yeah, let's add some more.
True that my walk is a little bit cloudy.
Yeah.
That's such a great question. Asking questions is exactly how we do science. So it doesn't even have to, it can be any sort of topic that we're asking about, right? But as long as we are asking questions and seeking those answers, we're doing science.
Oh.
It makes rainbow soup?
Makes rainbow soup.
So many colors. Let's see.
Look at her. Welcome to our soup.
Rainbow soup. We found lots. Can you tell me some of the colors that you see in here right now? What do you got?
It's I found some.
What is that one?
It's brown.
Yeah, that's a brown one. Is that a red one?
Oh, I found a green one.
Yeah. What about that? Is that purple?
Purple.
Yeah. Is that one?
Yellow.
Yellow. Yeah.
Whoa, that's so many different colors. That's amazing. That would be a good challenge to find as many colors as you can in nature.
Yeah. Oh, I think do you want to scoop some in here? We filled our bowl up, but we also have another great addition of this activity is if you have measuring cups to use, you can think about practicing some math skills, adding how many half cups make a full cup, how many quarter cups make the full cup, and measuring things that way as well. Do you want to try using some of these?
Huh?
Here, do you want to try? We could, if you want, you can scoop with that and we can put it in our big pink bucket.
But
Oh, they're tied together, yeah.
That is true. I'm going to put in 2 different kinds of rocks. And I don't know if
Right now, can we just use it like
geologists in the room, but I know that I love different kinds of rock. Nice quartz rock I'm going to put in here.
you want to keep using this instead?
Site I'm also going to put in here.
This.
I bet they add all sorts of different elements to my. All right, let's see it go in the cup, Evie. This is going to be great. I can't wait to see.
We forgot the leaves.
We forgot the leaf.
Gotta have the leaves.
There we go.
Perfect.
We got.
Nice work.
Yeah, let's take a final look at our soup here as we are ready to wrap up. This is what my soup ended up looking like. It has lots of wonderful flowers in it. I picked off some of those leaves. It has
Look at peregrine soup, Evie. How pretty is that?
Wow.
I love how different our soups look. That is so awesome. I'm going to bring my camera back to my face so I can say goodbye to you guys. I want to thank you so much for making soup with us today. I hope that you continue to test sinking and floating, to maybe
When red is turning red.
different colors of materials in nature, and to use other kinds of materials, maybe materials you find around your house.
Yeah.
So,
Evie, can you say thank you for making nature soup with us today?
Thank you.
thank you all so much. I hope that we can see you next week. We'll have another little lab at home next week on Wednesday at 10 o'clock, and we look forward to seeing you there. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Talk to you later. Bye.